Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're with me, Mike Spiderslayer, bringing you that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision what comic books to buy. And today, guys, this week we're going to be continuing our Edge of Spider-Verse reviews, and we're going to be talking about the Superior Spider-Man issue number 33. That's right, fans. Written by Christos Gage along with Dan Slott as well. You got to love the cover here. You have Otto, Superior Spider-Man, on the brink of death by our mysterious villain that's in the book that wears like a scuba gear mask. So, yeah. I think this book was pretty awesome. The artwork is done by Giuseppe Gomacoli, which I thought was really nice. This is one page right here, two-page spread of all the miscellaneous Spider-Man, which I thought was really neat. And, Giuseppe Comicoli was on the Superior Spider-Man run. He did a lot of those issues. So you got to love his artwork in this particular issue and in this series as well. I think it's been really good. Nice pages, real nice in colors. Has that effect on there that's just like, oh shit, all hell is breaking loose. Really like the details, like the colors, like the inks in here. A lot going on in some of these early pages in the Edge of Spider-Verse Superior Spider-Man issue number 33. So, did I like this particular issue? Okay, first off, you get to see Earth 2818. You get to see, I think his name is Karn in the issue, and he's chasing after Spider-Man. You're like, okay, this is Spider-Man, right? And he's going to throw this train or this subway. He winds up sitting there, and he winds up catching it, and he's like, yo, and he winds up stabbing him, and you're like, oh shit, there goes another Spider-Man. So Karn winds up taking it, and all of a sudden, after he stabs him, he's like, yo, he's like, right there, partner, and he's like, oh, look, he's like, Sonic Cannon, it winds up frying him, and he's sitting there, he goes, and he just like shoots him back, and next thing you see, you got this like cyborg Spider-Man. I was like, dude, that is freaking awesome. I'm like, that is so badass. I mean, like, check that out. That's almost like right out of DC Comics as like a cyborg Superman. He's got the long ass arm, just like cyborg Superman does. He got this big ass gun. He's got the eye on the side. I thought that was so funny. I thought it was great. And then the next thing he sees is he's like that diving mask is gonna need protection against all of us. And it shows the entire team of Spider-Men that Superior wound up gathering from the last issue till now. And you get to see this whole team of Spider-Men. And it was like Spider-Man of India. You got Spider-Man Noir in there. You got this cyborg Superman, or his name is the Assassin Spider-Man, sorry. And Spider-Girl, which is Ashley Barton. Spider-Monkey. So yeah, and they tried to take him down, and I thought the opening pages were great in this issue. I was like, dude, that's so sweet, and they wind up capturing him, and you're like, oh man, okay. And but it was just a ploy. It was just to get his strength back, just to hear him talking. And the next thing you wind up finding is that you wind up seeing that the brother and sister of our main villain is there as well. And it's like, holy shit, now you got triple the threat. And one, his name is Brinks, and which is the male, and Bora, I think her name, is the female. And our spider team just does severely bad against them, but they buy enough time to escape from them. And Spider Monkey winds up throwing a few knives at them and whatnot. And basically, what happens in this rest of this issue is we get to see Superior Spider-Man, Doc Ock, wind up getting the team together and saying, we didn't lose, we didn't win, we bought ourselves some time, we're going to learn more about our villains. He's really playing a leadership role here because, in all honesty, he is the superior one here because everyone else kind of thinks like Peter Parker while he thinks like Otto Octavius. You see some good and touching moments here with Anna Maria, the hologram version in him, and while he's out by himself at times, he wants the wristband to call him Otto, just to remind him of who he really is, and kind of brings himself home a little bit, which I thought was a good moment here. And again, Superior is his egotistical self, but I think he needs it to try to win this battle against Karn and the rest of his people there. And we get to see a few selected Spider-Man. We get to see the Spider-Girl, and then the other Spider-Man gets selected, seeing that they've been through hell and back. Then you get this little backstory of Karn and what has happened and how he's gotten to this actual point, like the web and how it works and why he wears this mask and why he was outcast from his family or whatnot. So it's a little interesting story to get to know the main villain behind everything. I thought this was a good book. Again, $5 for Marvel. I just don't like these $5 price tags. There's no reason why you couldn't charge $3.99 for this, especially when it's not the main event yet. It's the edge of it. I would have agreed for a $3.99 book. I thought at times Superior Spider-Man, even though I liked the ego-ness of him, I thought they overdid it just a little bit in this issue. And then it kind of wound down a little bit after the action-packed part of it in the beginning. And then at the end, that final story, I was kind of a little bit lost in all this webs and the web of life and all that other stuff. But however, it was still a really enjoyable issue. I really liked it. It wasn't a 5 for me, but I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The beginning just blew me away. And if this is any indication of what's to come for Spider-Verse, this is going to be a great event, and I cannot wait for it. And part of it is seeing all these different Spider-Men and how they react. Assassin Spider-Man, he was the MVP for me in this issue. I loved it. I loved how he looked like Cyborg Superman, kind of like a copy of Cyborg Superman, and it was great. And he had good humor in the issue. He was that missing funny element that Peter provides in the books. So again, guys, 4.5 out of 5 stars from me. Tell me your thoughts on this issue in the comments below. And guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. And until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, fans. See you soon. Bye.